What is up, everybody? This is Ray and I'm Sparks, and we are back in Farming Simulator 15. We are on the Missouri River Valley map, and we have our first growth stage here. This is a cornfield, and it's the same one as over here. And this field does need some N. So we need some N fertilizer on it. I originally only spread PK, but I wanted to spread NPK. So that's why we're low on the N here. All the other fields I did spread NPK on, so the soybeans over here, and those seem a little big for the first growth stage of soybeans, and the wheat over there also has NPK. So we're going to do some side dressing. We have our Magnum here and our fertilizer applicator. So I need to get this actually switched over to N, not NPK. There we go. Now, okay. We'll see how fast this goes. So, I also need to get some herbicide sprayed at some point. So I don't know when I'll get to that. It'll be this episode or a future episode, not sure yet, we'll see. But we will be doing that with our spraying rig, so the Puma with the Demco tanks and the Amazon sprayer. So that could be this episode. I might just cut off our fertilizer application here a wee bit early, just to get working on the herbicide a little bit. And I did get my sheet printed off, the Soil Mod help sheet, I guess is what it's called. I don't know exactly what they called it, but it's available on FS UK, and it helps you figure out what needs to be sprayed on what crops and what you don't want to spray on certain crops. So let's see, we have wheat, corn, and soybeans. So I'm looking at the sheet here. Corn, actually wheat. Wheat can take either herbicide B or C. Corn can take A or C. And soybeans can take A or B. So we'll be switch around our spray types just a little bit, because they all don't take the exact same stuff. What corn and soybean can take, wheat can't take, and what and vice versa, of course. So no need to go through that again. It looks like, yeah, this applicator here isn't perfect. Obviously, it'd be nice if the wings on here could flex a little bit. And please bear with me. Words can be hard when I have very little caffeine in me. It's actually just closing on noon, I think. Actually, no, it's more like 11. So, I mean, I guess it's not really early, but I guess for my recordings it is fairly early. I typically either do those in the evening and a little less, but sometimes in the afternoon, and even less so at times like this. So we're stuck at 9 miles per hour. That's fine, I guess, for side dressing. But when we side dress with the sprayer, we can speed that up a little bit. So yeah, the sprayer is 15 miles an hour, and this says 9 miles per hour. I could probably change that in the mod itself. Not that I necessarily want to, but I could. And this thing does not have a raise or lower function. It's just an on or off. So it's kind of just stuck at this height level, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Never mind. You can lift it with the mouse. I did not realize that. Wow, that's pretty cool. I did not know that. It'd be nice if it was just one button rather than having to cycle through that with the mouse wheel. Or not the mouse wheel, but clicking and moving the mouse is what it is. If it was the mouse wheel, that would make it a little easier, actually. But that controls the zoom. I should see, maybe I could bind it so that I'm only holding down a button rather than holding down the mouse and moving it. Maybe I could do that. If not with the game, then maybe with my keypad emulator, with my gamepad emulator, I guess is what it really is. Actually, I really don't know what you'd call it, but it allows me to bind gamepad controllers to actual keyboard keys. So I do that. Well, here in 15, I only have two things bound, and that's my left and right actions on my joystick to act as the speed up and lowering of the preset speed. So it acts as the number 1 and 2 keys, but looks like, okay, I guess I don't have that running right now, so I do have to use the 1 and 2 keys. But in FS15, I have a lot of stuff bound on keys. Just because I think in 13 it's a lot harder to do keybinds in Farming Simulator compared to in-game here. So that's why I did that. Yeah, this is definitely taking longer than I thought. I mean, I guess, yeah, I should have expected that. I didn't think this thing would go as fast, plus the fact that it's not as wide as a sprayer. But I did want to do some side dressing like this with an applicator. I just like it. But I suppose maybe once we finish this first pass around the field, I will switch over to the sprayer and we can get spraying some herbicide on our fields. Obviously not this one, that'll have to wait till the next growth cycle. But on our other fields. And then I can just finish this field off camera, which is fine and dandy. A lot of this boring stuff is just best kept off camera, and I've done a little bit of that anyways. A lot of the initial planting and seeding I did do off camera, and it would just lead to some long, boring episodes if I did it all recorded. Now, it actually wouldn't be so bad if I had courseplay running and I could switch between machines, but as it is, these fields are not courseplay friendly. So some of this stuff, yeah, does need to be done off cam. I would try to keep most of the, I guess what you'd call fun stuff on cam. So what would really be beneficial if I had 2 combines. Obviously, I'm trying to run a medium-sized operation. I just remembered, we're driving by the alfalfa field here, and I need to get that cut sometime. And I lost my train of thought from before. I just saw the alfalfa and freaked out because I need to get that cut so we can do some hay work. But I figured we should do the spraying and application here first. Yeah, I don't like the mouse control on here. I mean, it's alright for some stuff. Like, I think the front loaders, maybe it's alright for that. Get a little more control with that because you really need it. But for something like this, I don't think it's really the best option. So is that withered corn? No, I think that's full-grown corn, not withered. Which, that reminds me, there's something I need to change in here. Okay. Plant growth is off. That's what it should be with soil mod. And it says it doesn't affect anything, but I'm just gonna leave this off anyways. That would be the plant withering. That'd be nice if we did get a little bit of flex in this, but that's not how this mod works. Very few mods have that flexing option. And I guess if there are any mods, it would be the planters like what we have in the Kinsey 3800. But let's see, I don't know of any other actual mods that do have that. I know Joe Lindbergh has that planter that flexes like crazy. So I mean, that thing is wide. You're gonna need some flex on any field. I guess for the Kinsey, you wouldn't necessarily need it. It's not the widest planter, but it's definitely nice in a place like this, especially along those terraces. You can see there's a dip in there, and having that flex on there really makes the difference. It'll be definitely interesting to see this thing phasing through the terrace there once we get driving there. I think I see some weeds there, maybe. If I could turn. There we go. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't see weeds there. But there's definitely... Ooh, I'm getting a little off course here. Missed a little bit there. Definitely some weeds there. Getting a little distracted here now, aren't I? So yeah, we do need to take care of that alfalfa, and I'm probably going to do some grass on this in-game day as well, because we definitely could get some food out to our livestock. Now we aren't going to be getting some straw for a while. Now what I might do, I might just cut one of the wheat fields for straw only and then harvest the other one. That might be what I do. Just something different. We'll see how that goes. I think I will cut. Just use the mowers on field 16. That's our baby field, which is right here. That's field 16, and we have wheat there. So I might just take the mower to that and bale that up. And we can do that for wheat. And then field 64. You can see that's kind of on the top left there. That's another wheat field. Actually, no, that's soybeans. It's these fields here that are wheat. I got that wrong. Soybeans here, and wheat in here. So I guess, yeah, that'd be tough to do the baling there anyways. Or at least, I guess, the cutting. Well, not necessarily, because with the mower we're using, I guess it'd be a little bit easier. But if I was using the disc vine, then it would be a little tough getting around those terraces, I imagine. With what we're doing now, it wouldn't be too terrible. But either way, I wasn't planning on cutting that one anyway, so yeah, field 16 is what we're going to be just cutting for straw bales. Why don't I back up and get that? Man, it's gonna suck leaving these weeds here unattended to for one growth cycle. But I guess it is only one field, and we do have a lot bigger cornfield. Let's see, what was I thinking of doing? One of these I'm gonna be doing for some corn silage. Which one was that? You know what, that just made me think. Maybe I won't do any haylage this time around, and maybe I'll only do corn silage. Yeah, we'll do that. Then next growing season, if maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know. Whoop, we are running into posts there. Luckily, one of the two doesn't have collisions. One of the two objects, I mean. The applicator here in that building. I think it'd be the applicator that doesn't have collisions on the ends there. But that's just my guess. Wow, that took a whole 14 minutes to get around there. Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna shut this guy off. And we do... Okay, we're filled with NPK. We need to switch that. And what am I gonna be spraying? I will do the soybean field. I'll do the soybeans first. And soybeans will take herbicide A or B. We'll just do A. Herbicide A. And come on, we're close. Or maybe now we're at the Demco tanks. Maybe I was doing the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. First was the sprayer and then the Demco tanks. I guess I Thought it was the other way around. Alrighty, here we are in our pretty tall soybeans. Yeah, I do need to go in and adjust those textures, and well, yeah, I definitely do need to adjust the textures. I kind of cheated when I put the textures in, and it does look like they do need adjusted. So I suppose I'll figure that out at some point. Alrighty. Turn off our hazard lights there. And yeah, this should go a lot faster than our applicator. Mainly the speed. Well, actually, I think it's equal combinations, the speed and the work width. Just about, anyways. We're definitely over double the work width, but not quite double the speed. So it's probably the work width more than the speed, I guess. Probably gonna kill some grass here. See, I think I mentioned before, it'd be nice if we had a kind of shut-off system on these sprayers. See, I didn't say that earlier in this episode, but I think in a previous episode, or heck, maybe that was the one that ended up getting deleted because I couldn't use it. I don't know. But it'd be cool if you had a shut-off system. You could visually see the spray turning off on a certain section on these sprayers, as you would have in real life as well. Another thing I'd like to see, if when you actually planted these, if the crop would actually follow the contour that you planted it. Now the soil textures, as you can see, they kind of do follow the way I planted it. However, the crop does not. That'd be a cool implementation to see in the game, but unfortunately, due to game limitations, I don't think that's possible. Otherwise, I imagine, yeah, we would see it if it was possible. But doesn't hurt to dream. Maybe in a future version of Farming Simulator, like, I don't know, 17, FS15, maybe we'll see that. Of course, I imagine that would take some hefty changes in the Giants engine, I imagine, because I think they're working on a similar one from 13, I guess anyways. I don't think they change it too much, but I could be wrong. And there's our wheat over there. You can kind of see it a little bit. Boy, that sprayer boom would be stuck in the dirt there. Just hit that terrace. Yeah, these terraces may not have been the best idea, but I'm definitely not getting rid of them because I like them. But yeah, I guess overall for game efficiency, not the best. But I suppose this would be an alright place to end the episode. Maybe things will liven up a little bit. We weren't doing the most fun stuff this time around. And, well, I'll try to keep the boring stuff to a minimum from now on. I'm sure I've said that before, but you can't always predict whether or not something's going to be a whole lot of fun or not. Spraying isn't the worst. I think it's just because we started off with the fertilizer application, and that goes kind of slow, obviously. But maybe, you know what I will do? Next episode there is, well, never mind. I take that back. But what we could do, I wonder if people do side dressing with a fertilizer applicator, but doing herbicide instead. So use the applicator to spray herbicide. I wonder if people do that, because I could do that on our other cornfield that's a lot wider, or I could use that on the bean field as well. I don't know. I could figure something out. either way, just to liven things up, we could set one thing on course play, and I could handle the other thing myself. Or depending on what two fields we do at the same time, I could set them both on course play. But of course, the one I'm thinking of, I'd have to keep an eye on because there are trees that would be in the way. But anyways, I said I was gonna end the episode, so thank you guys for watching. As always, it is much appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to do so to be updated on the latest channel videos and any updates that may occur. Uploads are every Friday, Saturday, Sunday at noon Central Standard Time. And if there's anything you want to say, just leave that in the comments. I will try to respond as quickly as I can. So, once again, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day. I'll see you next time.